Hello, Scrunchy Moms Club. We,
Hello, hello. It's so weird. Now you see our faces.
you see our gorgeous faces,
Unless you're still
because
listening via audio, but
which, like, I understand. People need to drive. People need things to do
yeah,
while driving.
just
But
know we have gorgeous faces.
stunning. I did full glam, and I never ever wear makeup. Like maybe eyebrows and like
Me
that at
either.
best.
I never wear makeup. So this is like really uncomfortable for me.
Oh my god, she's like good stepping out of bounds. And we also have wine. We're drinking some wine, to let loose because you know what? We're recording at night. Well, let's get into two things. Number one, yes, we're on YouTube now, which is like so exciting. It's something we've always wanted to do, and obviously, like a camera just like isn't in the budget yet. But we're doing remote for one of two reasons because we can record like this, but also both of our kids are sick. This is
All
like
three.
pre-banter. All
Mhm.
three kids are sick. And that's just what we can. But you know what? I'm a woman of tech, and I figured out how to to do this. It was hard. Actually, it wasn't that hard. So I was telling Savannah this earlier. When I actually apply myself, the world is my oyster.
Yeah, I
Like
feel like it takes
really,
5 seconds when you actually went to go do it.
when I really use my brain, like really things can happen. But like I don't use it that much. I you know what I mean? I
Our
don't
brain
know.
is mush with motherhood, so
Correct.
it's fine. It's fine. But we figured it
We
out. You figured it out, and
again, I'm a woman of tech.
the kids being
And
sick was actually a positive because we got to figure out how to do this.
yes,
And
and this opens
now,
up so many avenues for guests who are
yeah,
not in our city or state or anything like that. So, no, it just like really our business is expanding. We are putting food on the table. We are providing.
yeah, literally, the kids are in bed. We're like, Mama's got to work. Like, go do something. I kicked him out of the room.
Mama's got to work as I hold my wine glass. Mm.
Where did you kick your husband?
In the bedroom.
Oh, okay.
I was like, please never return.
Yeah, I was like, you cannot be here while I record. Like, you have to leave.
Right.
Okay,
Because also, like, our door's so loud, but whatever.
good.
Anyway, so that's why we're recording remote, but also, again, exciting that we can be on YouTube and you all can see our wonderful, gorgeous faces. So, what a time to be a scrunchy mom clubber, you
What a
know?
time.
Yeah. And, we've been on a little bit of a hiatus as well because Savannah and I, went on vacation together no, this isn't the first time. This is the first time with kids. 'Cause
Mm-hmm.
we went together. We went, like, a little group trip for remember, like, right before my wedding?
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
So wow, you didn't remember.
No, remember because I said the last time we were here together, you were so skinny and stressed, and you like loved that.
Ugh, right, skinny and
The
stressed. But
last time we went to St. Augustine together, it was a month before Lila's wedding, and she was so stressed out because it was a COVID wedding and all of that. You also lost like a bajillion pounds. I mean, you're
ugh,
beautiful now and you're beautiful then, but you were just like, oh, skinny and stressed. I want to go back there.
skinny and stressed. Now I'm fluffy and stressed. So there
Right?
we
Like
go.
we're still stressed.
We're still stressed, just a different level of stress. What was I stressed about? God knows. Now, like, you know what I mean? It's so
I know
fucking
thinking about it
stupid.
now, like the stress we had, like,
I
oh,
was stressed over a
someone won't come
stupid
to our,
day.
like, oh, that's not this shade of ivory. Like,
Like,
seriously?
please fuck off, younger Lila. But
Yeah.
anyway, so yeah, so we went on a vacation together. We went to St. Augustine with our families, husbands, kids, all the things, and we brought them and we did the thing. And it was the most wholesome, nice, just like a it was just so good,
Yeah.
right?
I feel like
Like
it could have been so much worse. Like when you, and we'll get into it, when you vacation with kids, you kind of have to keep your expectations really like
right.
low, or I like to, because
And
you
just like
know
for me, I have to know like
anything.
this isn't a hot mom trip. This isn't a hot well, yeah, there's a difference between like a hot girl trip and like a trip with your kids, right?
Yeah,
Like
this trip
with
isn't
your
about you. Like don't think you're
correct.
gonna go to the places you want to eat. Don't think you're gonna do the sightseeing you want to. Like this is strictly for kids. If you have fun, that's a bonus. But like it's about the kids. So like my
Right.
expectations are always low. So, but I feel like with those low expectations, like we had it went really well.
It
I
went
think.
really well,
Yeah.
even though we went during, like, a hurricane, which I know
That's
you
what I'm
posted a
saying,
story about it.
and it
Yeah,
still went
and it's
great.
still but also I feel like we made the best of it. We're like, "We're gonna go to the beach in the rain, fuck it." You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, like, it's not hot.
it's oh my god, it was a redhead's dream to be in overcast, not
Is that a
hot,
redhead
not
thing with heat?
no, well, like, I'm really pale, so it's like I don't wanna be,
Okay,
like, in the blaring sun.
okay.
I would rather be under an umbrella, but no, I was, like, actually out, like, living and doing.
Yeah.
So, on the beach, which the beach really isn't my thing, but my son loves the beach, but I do not.
Loves the beach.
He loved it, and he hadn't been in, like, a year because, I mean, what
Life.
he
Life-lifed.
well,
I
not even
forget what did he
it
have
was
going
well, he
on?
had a surgery well, he had a surgery, but also, like, we weren't going to the beach in December, January, February, you know what I mean?
Exactly,
Like, I feel like
exactly.
now is beach season.
Mhm.
So, yeah, so it was just like, yeah, so whole but also, like, all of our kids are on the same nap schedule, and that
Yeah,
helps,
that
like
made it so much better. Julian just switched, like, that week to 1 nap, and at
right.
first I was really nervous because I was like, "He's 11 months, like, that's too early," but he was just showing all the signs, and honestly, it makes my life so much fucking
I know, I
easier
really am happy for
having
you.
them on one schedule, so I was like, "You know what? Why am I fighting this? Let's just do it." And he did so well because I was nervous. The first week you transition, you cut a nap, like, it's hell, but, like, I think because we did so much, like, they were all so tired. Well, Jonah still fought his nap, so we can get into that, but we still had a great time.
Ugh, like, yeah, I feel like that was, like, my lowest was when Jonah just, like, wasn't napping,
Yeah, but I
like,
feel like
appropriately.
you were just like, "Nope," you gave the monitor to Sam, you're like, "I don't even wanna look. I'm gonna go upstairs." You took a nap.
I
That's
did,
fine.
ugh.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah. No, and just, like also, like, we're pretty chill together and our husbands are pretty chill, so,
Yeah.
like, there's no, like, drama, there's no, like you know what I mean? Like, and I think you still liked me by the end of the trip, right?
Yeah, there was, like, no tension, no
No, so and
and
it
even
was
just
so
between,
fun
like,
because like
me and Taylor, like, no one got mad at each other, it was all good
no,
vibes.
everybody was yeah, really good vibes, yeah, I think all
Yeah.
of us also, like, really needed it too, and it was just,
Mhm,
like and I also, like, 10 out of 10 recommend going on a vacation with your friends who have kids,
mhm.
like, 100% it makes it easier. Because
Yes,
I feel like when you go just with your husband and your kids, like, everything's relied on you you and your husband are, like, the only 2 that, like, or partner or whoever, you 2 are the only ones that like, are in charge, right? So, like, if I wanna go take a nap upstairs, I have 3 adults that will, like,
yes,
watch you
that
know what
was
I mean?
really
Like,
nice, yeah.
so nice, yeah, so it just really it was great, and I obviously, like, and, like, even, like, Jonah and Taylor were bonding, like, that was the
Yes,
cutest thing, yeah, like,
Jonah loved
Jonah
Taylor,
doesn't
and then even Julian with you guys, like, they all bonded.
everybody bonded, and Jonah's, like, very hard to bond with too, so, like, the fact that he was bonding was just, like, my heart was
Mhm,
melting. It was like I said, wholesome, and then, like, once we put the kids to bed, we were drinking and playing games and,
yeah,
just watching the Olympics, talking shit, I don't know, it was just, like it was good, it was just, like,
mhm.
so good, and actually, the last night we lost power, remember?
Oh, yeah,
Like, if
that's what
that's
I mean, like, a lot of things went wrong actually now that I'm recapping it, but, like, couldn't have cared less, like,
couldn't
yeah,
have cared less.
the last night we lost power and you were like, "Whatever, I'm going to bed." Like, Taylor was trying to get candles, you were like, "Eh, whatever."
I'm like and I actually, like, slept through it all, which, like, that's just me, I sleep through everything, I can sleep anywhere.
That's probably where my anxiety got the worst
I
because,
know
like
because you were like, "The kids are gonna get hot."
yeah, I worry about them getting
Yeah,
hot, because I, like, bundle them up at night. So did speak in there and I put portable fans,
so funny.
but they were fine. They didn't even
Yeah. No, and also, like, when you at least again, we're on well, this is even, like, when I'm not on vacation, but all of our dinners, whenever we went out to dinner, because we would always do, like, breakfast and lunch in the house, and then we would all go out to dinner, and we went at 5:00, 5:30 'cause they call it senior citizen dinner, but it's also toddler dinner. You know what I mean? Like, that
mhm,
should be, like, added to, like, what that is, because at least I know with all the two-year-olds and or babies, toddlers that I know that, like, that's the time to go. If you wanna go out to dinner with your kid, that's the time to go. If you go any later, you're fucked, like,
mhm.
behaviorally, you know what I mean? And you know what I noticed too, Savannah? We did not have to pull out the screens once
I know.
for any meal times.
I mentioned that, to my mom. I was like, "We didn't pull it out one time because there was and if we did, whatever, like, we needed to, but we just
Right,
didn't
no.
need to." There were enough hands on deck, there was enough stimulation. You saw that big fucking bag I bring with all the reinforcers, the
Right.
books, 'cause screen time will do it, but, like, it's our last resort, so but we didn't need it,
But
so
on
go
vacation, I will say I do use it more when we're
yeah.
out to like, when, Sam, Jonah, and I went to New York, back in April,
Mhm.
and, we were out to it just like it is what it is. We were out to dinner later, and I knew, like, Jonah was reaching his point, so I just put on the screen, and it was fine, and I kinda felt bad about it, but I also was like, "Okay, it's 8 o'clock. We're in, like, a busy New York restaurant, like, I gotta give myself grace, like, it's okay." You know what I mean? Like,
No, I do it all the time. But yeah, we didn't do it once on the trip. And I think the last time I did it on Mother's Day, I was like, that was my specific request. I was like, I want to go out to eat. I want to be uninterrupted. So he's getting they're getting tablets because I just want to eat in peace. And
yeah.
sometimes that's what it is. But
Yeah.
oh
No, they
yeah,
did
we didn't. Yeah.
like, behaviorally like I said, it just really couldn't have gone better,
And like, don't get us
and
wrong, they had tantrums. They didn't nap
but
sometimes. But
barely,
like, well,
barely,
whatever. We still had so much fun. I
whatever.
think yeah, I think it's like what you said, like suffer together. And we were able to banter about it, like, "Oh, my son's doing this. What's
1,000%.
your son doing?" Like, I don't know. I think it went really well. It
I
was
just,
what
like,
we
can't
needed.
wait to d I can't wait to do it more. Yeah, yeah, it's so good to go with your friends who have kids. Really, like, 10 out of 10 recommend.
Yeah, so we're trying to plan one in the winter now with, like, more of our mom like, our group chat, our mom group chat.
Right,
We're
trying
gonna
to
try
get
to
the group chat out.
which is hard to get us all on the same
I
schedule, but
know,
we're gonna
because
try.
between
But we're
all of us, we have 8 kids? 7
I
kids?
thought it was 10. No? Oh,
4,
no. No.
5,
I think it's 8. I think it's 8.
6, 7, 8. Yep, we have 8 between all of us. So, again, a lot, and they're all boys.
They
Literally.
are all boys.
It's insane. Yeah, and all different ages. So, yeah, that will be difficult, but we'll stay tuned because hopefully we will be doing that in the winter time. Um, yeah, that's all I really like. I feel like that was
The trip
mostly
in a
our trip.
nutshell.
I mean, do you feel like we missed anything?
Yeah, like, I feel like we don't have to get in specifics. It was great, it was worth it, everything went well, even despite it was well worth all the hassle of packing and loading up the kids and
But with
change
you but I will say with you, because your family owns that house, that you have a lot there, that would like, remember I was like, "Savannah, like, what should I be buying on Amazon? What should" and you're like, "Literally nothing." And I, like,
yeah,
didn't believe you,
yes. It was
but
grandma's house, so she already had toys, she already had packed
right.
toys, she
It's
already had
set up
like
for like, she's proof the house, like, she
mhm.
really does. I mean, your
So
mom always
that's
does
true.
the most, but
We were spoiled in that aspect, but I think the rest of the episode, right, we wanna get into, like, traveling with kids and, like, the best tips and tricks
yeah.
because 'cause you've traveled quite a bit.
Yeah.
With Jonah, I've traveled we used to travel a lot without kids, you and I both, like
Right, mhm.
but we've
When we were
definitely
young and hot.
yeah, we've learned some things, and I also feel like you and I share and correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you and I share the same outlook on vacationing with kids where, like, it's not really vacation, it's just what do we it's parenting in a different location, in a new location.
Literally,
So,
literally.
I'm not
Mhm.
saying don't go, and if you don't have that same opinion, that's fine, but that's just how I feel. I feel like if you really want a vacation, you need to you and your husband or your partner, like, go separate, but just, like, know what you're getting into. I feel like now Jonah and Gio are the age, like, they're toddlers, so it's a little more fun, like, they can actually go out and do
Yep.
things, but that baby age, like Julian or younger, in my opinion, it is not a vacation with a baby, like, it's not. It's because at least especially my kids, they thrive on routine, and when you go on vacation and travel on an airplane, routine goes out the window.
Routine goes out the window, and that's also where I thrive. So, yeah,
Mhm.
no, it messes everyone up, but I also try to be flexible at the same time, but flexible. But, you know, it's what we're working on. But yeah, because like on vacation, Jonah's already like kind of fakaked with his naps, but like on vacation he like really did not.
Which is
And
normal because it's a new location,
that's really he's really affected by that. Like, it's sleep the first night of sleep is always the worst, and
Mhm.
then like it gets better as we get on. So I will say that. And that's something that probably a lot of parents and kids share when they go on vacation, that that first night is hectic and you're trying to figure out and trying to do your routine as best as you can. But also, again, you're in a new location. Where are the wipes? Where are the diapers? Where is this? Like you're, so it's a lot. Especially when you're not in like I know we were blessed to be at grandma's house, but if you're
Yes.
not at grandma's house, then
You
you're in a
gotta bring
hotel
all the
room, you're
shit. Yeah, that's a
literally,
whole
yeah.
other thing, packing up all the shit.
Packing up or renting, did you find out what the rental company
Yes,
was?
yes, yes, yes. So, yeah, I have, like, a whole list up here of, like, tips and tricks, but, yeah, we can talk about that. So, when you travel places, I've actually never used it because I'm the crazy person who brings my own shit, but my sister-in-law, you have a friend who does it. They have apps now that where you can rent when you get to the location, you can rent strollers, you can rent car seats, you can rent I think even, like, baby toys, high chairs, like, anything, you can rent it for, like, a
Liter
fraction of the
I
price.
I did it, when we
Oh,
stayed
yeah,
in
you did
Boston for
it.
Jonah's surgery, yeah.
Yeah. She said in Florida, she rents from Kingdom Stroller, and then in California, she rents from Oak Rentals. Anyway, it seems like every state has a different one, but just Google it wherever you're going, and yeah, it's like Airbnb for baby stuff. Like you just rent.
Literally, it's so good.
Such a good invention. Like, why did we not invent that? Like Shark Tank. Like, why did we
We
not do that?
there I say that at least once a week of, like, Shark Tank, or, like, I wish I, fucking
Yeah,
went
I
on Shark
really wish
Tank,
I had
but
thought of that. But
yeah.
yeah, so if you don't want to haul your shit, there's that avenue. If you're crazy like me and wanna haul all your shit, if you are traveling on an airplane, most of that stuff you can, what is that called? Check
Check.
for free. Pack and play. I was gonna say ship, but I was like, "No."
You
Uh,
can if you're, like,
yeah,
you're going to a, you know like,
um,
whenever I go to my grandma's house and my
mhm,
mom, who, like, do not have anything to like,
mhm,
their
mhm,
house is the least baby-proofed in the universe, I do have to ship some things, so,
mhm. Yeah,
yeah.
or like Amazon stuff and you know it's gonna get there,
Yes.
but, pack and play, strollers, car seats, they all most I think all airlines will check it for free, and then most airlines, you can bring it up into the gate, so you can bring your stroller up to the gate, and then they'll put it on the plane for free. So that's
And
good.
also, like, if you're staying at a hotel or on a cruise or any of those kinds of things, you can ask or request for a cot or a crib or anything like that. We did that just now in New York. We requested a pack and play and we got it and it was fine. So,
Yep,
that's another thing to look at when you're traveling with kids is, see what the hotel or Airbnb or whatever it is they offer, because I did stay in an Airbnb with Jonah once, and it also was like, and even, oh my god, when we went to New York City, I was so afraid about bringing the car seat, which that's
mhm.
a whole
Oh,
story
yeah.
actually. I was so afraid about it, but Uber, if you only this is only in New York City apparently,
It's only
that
certain states, yeah.
no, I think it's literally only New York City. Like,
Oh.
yeah. If you are traveling from the airport to the city, you can on Uber, you can request a car seat from them so you don't have to schlep it and check it and all that stuff. So if you like me, I was so afraid to take Jonah because I'm like, oh, like this city is not baby proof whatsoever. Actually, like New York is quite kid friendly, but I'll get
Very,
into that in
yeah.
a second. But yeah, so but it only is for the airport and to and from. So you
Mm,
can request on the Uber like car seat, and they'll and like both times it was like a Nuna. It was like nice.
wow.
So yeah, that's something to look into as well. I think I'm like 90% positive it's only New York City, but don't quote me on that. But that's something to look into as well, so you don't have to schlep it.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
That is really nice. Wait, so I wrote other tips and tricks, let me see. And then, like, about the airplane, should we talk about, like, when you're traveling on the airplane? Um, so, like, I have many things that I've learned along the way, but because we are planning our next airplane flight in February, so I
Oh.
feel like when you plan flights, in my opinion, I know some people just pick the cheapest, fastest flight and they don't look at the time. And if that's you, that's fine. But for me, I always plan it around nap schedules. So I feel like if you have the ability to do that, you should do that. And I plan it
Yes,
around like,
I've made that mistake.
yeah. And I actually plan it around like the flight when they're not supposed to be napping because my kids do not nap. Like if you have a kid who will nap anywhere, who'll nap in your lap, nap on the chair, nap on the floor, then it doesn't matter. Book the flight whenever. But like for me, my kids will not nap on the go. Like they just won't. So I have to make the flight after or before a nap because I know that if I make it during the nap, they just won't nap and then they'll be insane.
Right.
So yeah, I would look at the nap schedule and kind of try to plan it around that. Maybe have them nap during the layover and nap in the car on the way. I don't know. That's just what I do. I try to plan it. You do that as well? Try to plan it around naps?
Now I do. Yeah, I did make one dumb mistake of well, it was honestly it was because we were coming home from Boston and I had 2 days notice that we were coming home.
Right.
So I really had not a lot of options.
Mhm.
And I picked like a 1 o'clock flight, which again was dumb because I thought
Tried
maybe
nap
he would like
time.
nap. I thought he would nap in the Uber on the way, but guess what? Life doesn't fucking go according to plan. And yeah, so we were fucked. And he was a, and Jonah is the best traveler,
He
but
is.
that flight sucked ass. Like
He didn't sleep.
he did not sleep and he was he was that kid that was like screaming the whole time. And I'm
That's
like, he
another
just
thing.
had and he had just had heart surgery too. So I'm like,
I
fuck, like I don't it was like such a that was like one of the most stressful times like ever.
Well, and that's another thing. Like if you are that parent with that child, that's okay. We've all been that parent. I've been that parent.
Ooh, yeah, that's hard because like you
It's
really don't
so
want to be that. Yeah.
No, but, like,
And
it happens, and, like, there's nothing you can do about it in the moment.
And also, like, if you don't wanna hear a crying kid, then don't get on a fucking airplane because they're gonna be
Yeah.
there, and don't say that, like, "Oh, they're too young," or, "Oh," like, you know what I mean? Like, because there's people that do that, you know?
Mhm.
Um,
No, I don't give a
yeah.
shit, like,
I don't give a
sorry.
fucking shit.
And the thing is, like, I don't feel bad for the people, you know who I feel bad for is that parent because they're probably, like,
I know, I
so
n
you
now I
know,
feel for in
because 'cause
the
I've been
like,
that parent.
when I was young and hot, I was like oh, I never, like, hated them, but I was like, "Oh, damn, this is annoying," you know? Like, it's
Mhm.
not fun to hear and, like, be a bystander in, but, no, now that I'm a parent, I'm like, "Ugh, I feel for this family so
Yeah, I
much."
feel for the parents so bad in that situation. So if that's you, you
So
just
just,
kinda
like
have to put your hands up, "Jesus, take the wheel," like,
and if
there's
you're
nothing.
a young hot thing in the row next to them, be nice. That's all. Just be fucking nice.
Yeah, and you don't even have
Yeah.
to say anything, but just, like, don't say anything, you know what I mean? Like, no dirty looks, I don't
No
know,
dirty
there's
looks. Yes, the looks.
like,
The
don't stare.
looks.
Yes, he's screaming, even at the fucking grocery store, like, have you never heard someone screaming? Like, why do you have to look back? Like, I don't understand. Have you
Yeah.
never heard someone scream?
Right.
Anyway, so if that's you, I mean, it is what it is, we're
I know
surviving.
it. Yeah, exactly. It is what it is. So flying also you have to be like super prepared with all the
So,
things, all
yeah,
the
that's the next step, to try and avoid the crying, screaming baby, you just have to bring all the okay, so you wanna give your tips on what you bring, and then I'll give mine?
I think it depends what age because
Absolutely,
I traveled maybe 2 or 3 times before Jonah's first birthday, and what you have to do in that from 0 to 12 months, I think yeah, I think we kinda have to classify it like that, and then anything after 12 months because obviously you're not
true.
gonna throw an iPad in their face at 3 months old.
Yeah,
So,
and I
of
would
course
say correct do you agree? Traveling with 0 to 12 months is harder than traveling, like, with a toddler.
yes, yes,
Okay. Yes, I
yes.
agree.
But my Jonah wa actually, this is where Jonah's a unicorn baby, is
Mhm.
traveling. I will say.
He's
That
gone
is his
harder?
u no,
Oh,
but
he's just
even, like,
always
when
been
he
easy.
yeah, he's always been pretty easy.
Mm.
So,
Then you need to
when
go to, like, Europe, girl. You need to get on like, what's stopping
girl,
you?
I'm ready to go to Italy and just, like,
Like, you
live on
need
a
to take
yacht.
him because those are not my children.
I know. So, okay, you have a sleeping unicorn, I have a traveling unicorn. See, like, and
You can't have it all. You can't have it
whoever's
all,
listening,
baby.
find your unicorn and your baby. But,
Mhm.
so 0 to 12 months, obviously, like when they're super, super bitty, like potatoes, you want to have, whether you're breastfeeding, whether you're bottle feeding, you want to have, but for takeoff and landing, you need to have that nipple and that both nipples ready, whether it's a bottle nipple or your nipple. Because for the baby, it's easier on their ears to to with the sucking sensation helps them to combat the ear popping.
Mhm. It helps with the
So you
pressure, yeah.
right. And for Jonah, at least for Jonah, I want to know your opinion. Landing is harder than taking off for his ears anyway.
Yeah, my kids, like, they've never knocking on wood. I don't really have ear issues, so, like, I never had but I did do those tricks. I either gave them a bottle during takeoff and landing or a pacifier, or I think if they're, like,
Yes,
eating
yes.
just some they need to, like, chew and suck to,
Suck.
like
Mhm.
mhm.
Yeah, so that's for 0 to 12 months step. And even, I actually I think at New York City, I still brought a bottle and, like, did it because I was like, "I don't know, like, how he's gonna be," you know?
Yeah.
But he did just fine because,
Mhm.
that's just how it is. So, 0 and also, like, I did travel with Jonah when he was, like, 9, 10 months old. I did it, like I think we went on, like, 2 airplanes in, like, 1 month. Like,
Mhm.
2 different cities in 1 month. So
Mhm.
we, um those, like, spinners? Like
Yes, I brought those too. The suck to
yes,
the
the
window.
suck stick it to the wi I swear to God, that's, like, a lot of entertainment.
It'll get you at least 30 minutes of just like,
On it I wouldn't say 30 minutes consecutively, but
"No,
definitely
no,
30
no."
minutes,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, so that definitely helps,
for sure.
that, honestly, that and just, like, I don't know, like, we were just, like, singing and doing and like, at least from 0 to 12 months, yeah, it's mostly, like, the feeding them, and then Jonah would all the time, like, fall asleep on me, like that, it was like I would
Yeah,
feed
I
him and
mean,
then he'd
during
fall
that
asleep.
age, they're taking multiple naps, so, like, they're bound to
Yeah.
sleep on the plane, they have to.
So, that's kinda my 0 to 12. Do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, I mean, well, with the, like, the spinner thing, I think any age, it's like a universal. For me, I get new novel toys, so, like, I'll get like,
Yes,
even
good
from the
one.
dollar store, the $3 section at Target, like, it doesn't have to be I've even heard, like, Post-it notes and, like, painter's tape, like, anything that, like, they haven't seen before, put it in, like, a big Ziploc baggie and save it for the plane, and then it's just like treasure box, like,
Yes, amen, sister.
don't bring used I mean, toys that they know because that's boring and they'll get over in 30 seconds. But just yeah, I had a big, huge Ziploc baggie of new Dollar Tree toys that they had never seen before. So that's, like, the only thing I would add, but
Mhm.
that really was good, and then, all the frickin' snacks, I think that's a universal age, like, just all the
Right.
fucking snacks
The
because
puffs,
plain
the
yeah,
teethers, all
plain
that.
food is crap, and the plain gift shop, it's like $20 for a bag of Cheetos, so just bring oh, actually, that brings me to my next thing. So any sort of food or drink, correct me if I'm wrong, any TSA people, but if you say it's for your child, if it's for your child or your baby, like, you are allowed to bring it on. And I actually traveled. So when Gio was like 10 months, he was still drinking breast milk, and I had just weaned myself. So we were we're gonna be gone for like a week. So I brought like 200 or 300 ounces of breast milk on the plane in like a backpack cooler, all some frozen, for some thawed for the day, and like no issues. So anything
Yeah.
that's for the baby, they allow. They can't. They can't not let you. You said
Right,
did you say you had
but just
trouble?
pre well, we were formula people, but I would say just prepare that if you're in that 0 to 12 or you're bringing breast or formula or whatever, breast milk or formula or whatever, just expect that your bag is going to get stopped and that they
Yeah.
are going to, like, search the shit out of it. The first time we ever traveled, we weren't really given that advice,
Mhm.
and yeah, and I we were like we I just thought, like, oh, they know I'm like holding a baby, so, like,
Mhm.
they know it's for a baby. No, it doesn't matter. They're gonna, like, make sure the formula is not cocaine and, like,
No, for
you know
sure. They'll
yeah.
swab it, and then I think, Chriselle, someone gave me advice of, like, screenshotting the thing on the TSA website that says you can bring
Yes.
milk, food, whatever. Because some TSA agents, like, just don't know, and they're like, "No, you can't bring food," and then you'd be like, "No, bitch. Yes, you can."
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, you shouldn't have a problem.
Mhm.
But yeah, all the snacks, all the food, all the drink, all the things.
Yeah. Um, something I did for now, like, going into, like, toddler years and beyond,
Yes, yes.
um, those busy books that are
Mhm.
on,
Yep, I
Amazon with,
get
like,
one
the
for every
Velcro?
flight. Yeah, those are
Yeah.
fucking bitches to put together.
No, I love doing it,
It
though.
makes you feel like you're back at work.
It makes me feel like I'm back at work, but also, like, that's, like, where I thrive is, like,
No.
laminating Velcro, like, I don't know what it's, like, very, what's the a tedious task? Like sometimes I like tedious tasks because it like makes me calm.
Yeah,
Is that
I get
weird?
that. No, it's like how people have adult coloring books. It's like something soothing you
Yeah.
can, like, fill in. Yeah, I get it, but I hate
No,
it.
it's soothing as fuck. I'm obsessed.
I think I
So
mostly hate the books because, like, if you lose one Velcro piece, like,
you're
it's
fucked. Yeah.
incomplete to me, and, like, I
Yeah.
can't play with it
And then
because
you just
I'm
throw
like,
it away.
yeah, because 'cause I'm like, "It's missing the letter G, like, we can't play with this." Anyway, but they're
Right.
great, but they're great.
Yeah, they are super great. And I did not introduce it until like Savannah said, like making it super new and novel and like that. It's not they've never seen it before. So I did that for New York this past time, and let me tell you, that was great. Um, and honestly, the last resort for me is the tablet. I actually
Yes.
ended up buying. I bought a tablet for our hospital stay, and I bought just one of those like Amazon Fire. They go on sale all the time.
I just bought one. I still have to, like,
Yeah,
kinda figure out what the fuck it is. Like, I'm
you
so
got it
not
on a
tech
good deal
savvy.
too. You got it for like
Yeah,
$60 or some
more
shit,
like
right?
50, yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, on Prime Day. Yeah. I think I did like it was like similar for me too. So yeah, so the tablet, last resort or first resort, whatever like makes you happy, but
I would
it is
recommend trying the
bring
last
it.
resort just because, like, try to go through everything first because even a tablet they'll get bored of. Like, I don't think any kid
Right.
can sit there and not get bored of anything. So,
Yeah.
we go through everything first, and then, you know what, worst case, he's gone through all the snacks. He's gone through all of the Dollar Tree toys, whatever. Then, okay, we'll put on his show. So, with screen time, the Wi-Fi always fucking sucks up there, so download all your kids' favorite.
Download.
I think every app now makes it downloadable, like Disney Plus, you can download stuff,
Well, that,
Netflix,
but also like
YouTube.
Jonah on the tablet, on the Amazon Fire at least, you can download the games and you don't have to
Yes,
use them on Wi-Fi. And yeah, so
that's
we played
nice.
games. Yeah. So at least it's like he's not just like mindlessly watching YouTube till his brain
Yeah.
melts. It's more like I'm matching the shapes. I'm doing,
Yeah, you
like I'm
kinda feel
tracing
like
the
you're giving
I'm like,
him
okay, like it's
learning.
it's educational. Like we're
He's
good.
basically at school right now.
Oh my god, that's literally how I felt today. Because just like side note, Jonah had to skip his first day of school today because he was
Yeah,
sick, and so I was like, I'm doing mommy school, so I took out the busy book and I like was like matching, like doing colors, numbers. I was tracing. I'm like, at least you'll do something today. Fuck.
that's funny.
But anyway, so yes, busy books, the spinners, the tablet, and again, you don't have to get no fucking $500 iPad. You don't. Like these Fire tablets are just as good.
Yep.
So,
Even your
yeah.
phone, like, download shit on your phone, like.
But I want my phone, you know?
Yeah, but that's the thing, like, that was the funny thing. My parents traveled with Gio, alone, and, like, my mom started downloading, like, her favorite, shows. I'm like, "That's funny you think you're gonna have time to, like, sit and watch your
Right,
shows
right.
while you have a rampant toddler right next to you." And she did not have time to watch her show. So, like, sure, if you wanna dream big, like, download shows and movies for yourself, but, like.
I don't think I did, but I just like having it at least, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But anyway, so for flight, yeah, I think that pretty much covers,
Mhm.
that covers the flight and the TSA and all that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're that badass to, like, drive round trip with your kids, I don't know, for me, it's flying, unless
I
it's, like,
have
2 hours.
not yeah, I have not done like a full blown
I feel like
road
Jonah's really good
trip.
in the car, like, my kids, they tap out at, like, a
Depends.
couple hours.
The longest we've gone has been 3 and some change hours, and
Was it during the
he
nap time?
it was during nap time. No, no, was it? I don't remember because we were literally going for a birthday party,
Oh my
and I got
god,
there.
during 3.5 hours for a birthday party?
It's a really good friend of mine,
That's
and
good good for you.
um, and I know, and I was alone too. I had no Sam. It was just me and Jonah,
Oh,
and I yeah, it was like almost 2 years ago, so I really don't remember the time, but I do remember he fell asleep, but then he woke up the last 45 minutes of the trip and just was screaming the whole
yep,
45 minutes.
yep.
So I think because like we've done 2 hours, like because my sister's 2 hours away. Where we just went was 2 hours away, so we've done the 2 hour thing, and that seems to be a good kind of a thing.
Yeah,
So no, I have not done a road trip, and but personally, me as Lila,
you don't like them.
I
Yeah.
hate road trips. I hate anything past 4 hours. Even four
Yeah.
hours is like kind of cutting it for me. Because I used to like when I was young and hot, I would like go to Miami a lot. I would go to Tallahassee a lot. I
Yeah.
would like do like, and those are like 4 hours and some change. But no, I don't enjoy like sitting in a fucking car. Like, kill me.
Mhm. Yeah, so if you're I mean, my brother and sister-in-law, they do it all the time. Like, they go from, like, 8-hour plus road like, and if you have those kids, like, I am so jealous. My kids
I'm
just
sure there's a lot of breaks though involved. Like you
I
have to
think
probably
there's a lot
stop
of
every
breaks,
couple of
but I do
hours.
think you have to have the right I don't know. You just
But I
every kid
also
is
think
different.
like car seat rules though, like you have to take them
I
out
agree.
every couple of hours.
Yeah,
So
of
like
course.
they're
I'm sure you take breaks every few hours for sure.
yeah. Yeah. Or like make road trips fun where like you stop somewhere for like stop in a cute little town or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe do your research beforehand where if
Mhm.
you're driving I don't know, like 4, 5, 6 hours, like if there's like a cute little town in between, like stop and have yourself an hour or two of fun. I don't know.
Yeah, for
Go
sure.
on a ghost tour. Go on I don't know. I don't know
Oh,
why I
yeah,
thought
that's
ghost
like a
tour.
whole other thing, like excursions. You just have to be,
You know what's
be
so funny? I wanna say, like, where remember Savannah for our trip, I was like, "I'm gonna have a Google Doc of, like, the whole
yes, I
because this is
remember.
how type A I am, especially with trips. I'm like, "I'm gonna have a whole Google Doc with, like, what we're gonna do each day and whatever," and Savannah's like, "Haha, you're dumb." And she was right, I am dumb, and I didn't even do it because also, like, again, I'm still, even though I'm, like, beautiful and wonderful right now, like, I'm still going through a hard time. So, my brain capacity is kind of, like, very thin. So I like literally started to make the Google Doc and I was like, "You know what? You know what, bitch? You're going to go with the flow this trip. You are going to do it." And I did. Didn't I do so good with going with the
You
flow?
did, and we needed to because it was a freaking hurricane, so every time we'd have a plan, like,
Right.
"Oh, nope, we need to pivot." But I also feel like your last trip was New York, right? And it depends on the place you go. New York City, you kinda do have to have an outline because there's so much to do. But, like, somewhere like the coast we were going,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying, like
Well, New York, I was like seeing family and friends too. So it's
yeah,
like, okay, I'm seeing this person at dinner, this person at
yeah,
breakfast, you know what I mean? So I guess it just depends like what the purpose of the trip is too. But I
yeah.
am very much, I'm not like a planner down to the minute. I'm not that crazy. I'm only a little crazy, but I just like I like an outline. I don't know, it just
I
makes
get
me
it, I
feel
get
better
it.
to know like what we're doing. And especially like if we're, like in a city, I wanna know the good restaurants or I wanna, um, TripAdvisor things. I was actually looking a lot online at kid-friendly things to do in St. Augustine. I was looking a
Yeah.
lot at things like that, before our trip.
And
So,
that's
I mean,
fine.
I know, but
That's fine.
I did. I was so flexible, Savannah. I was
But I
so
think, yeah, you
flexible.
just have to set your expectations knowing, like, things are gonna change. Like, you might not get to go see this thing that you always wanted to see or go do this because your kid's having a meltdown or your kid needs to eat. Like, you just have to go in knowing traveling with kids, like, you're on their schedule. You really are, and what they wanna do.
Yeah.
And, it's just like when we went to the beach the first day, like, Jonah loved it, could have been there for 5 hours, and then when we went the other day, he was like, "I'm over in 5 minutes. Give me the snacks
Yeah.
and let's go home." Like, you just never know.
Yeah. And also I was really impressed with Jonah too because he napped maybe 1 out of the 4 days, and
So it's one day.
we
You
were
just
so scared. Yeah, it was just 1 day, yeah. And the days that he didn't nap, I remember I was, like, so scared to take him out. I'm like,
so
"Ugh,"
scared, and he did great.
he did, but I also had to put on a fucking concert in the car for him to, like, not fall asleep in
Yeah,
the car seat,
we were
but
driving right behind you, and Taylor's like, "I can tell Lila's putting on a concert because you were, like, in the car.
ah! That's so funny. I was a wiggle for sure.
Everybody
Um
you're not a parent if you haven't put on a concert to keep your child from falling asleep in the car.
Oh my god, not even that, but also, like, when they were newborn, like, oh my god, I was Beyoncé, I was Britney Spears, I was the Backstreet Boys, I
Yeah,
was all of it.
back
Taylor
when I could pick my
Swift.
own music.
Ugh, I
Now,
know.
Gio's just like trolls, trolls. Like we have to put on the troll soundtrack.
That's so cute. Well,
Oh, but
Jonah
you know
does
what?
like Taylor Swift.
Well, and you know what? Another thing, that Jonah. So that's what this trip was great because the kids got a bond and we got a bond with each other as kids and all that. But like now my kids are obsessed with the Wiggles. It's so funny,
Ah, that's so
like
good.
obsessed.
They
And
are so good.
Gio can't say wiggle, so on the way, we went to go see Taylor's parents today, and I was like, "What do you want to listen to? Do you want to listen to Trolls music?" And he just goes, "I'm wiggling for people who aren't on the audio." He like starts
Stop it.
wiggling, and I was like, "Oh, he's wiggling. He wants the wiggles."
That makes my heart so happy.
Yeah,
That's
so they
so
love the
cute.
wiggles now.
Oh my god, mazel. So happy for you that you can be on the same
Oh my
boat
god,
as
if
me.
we do a Halloween, like if we go to like a Halloween event, like they should all be the wiggles. I know he's already done that costume,
Well,
but
we have a shirt, so it's perfect. Um anyway, sidetrack. So yeah, no, it's not things won't go according to plan. And if you're type A like me, that will be hard, but
I'm type A too. I'm so type A. I get so
no,
anxious.
but you're a Taurus though. Like you are also like very like things will go as they go and I'm kind of like I guess so, okay. Like I don't know. I
Yeah,
do
I
I
feel
do
like
see that with
having
you.
all of us together, like having us together, having our husbands who are like so chill, I can't even tell you. Like that helped because we were all like, if it was just me or if it was just me and Taylor, like my anxiety would come out more. But I feel like you helped
Oh, so there
level
was
me
like some
out.
reactivity there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Because I was
For
just
me
like,
too, cuz I like remember when he like shat himself so hard for his nap? I would have like freaked out more if like you weren't there.
I
Uh
already did.
no, I would have been a fucking monster.
No,
Yeah,
wait,
so
can I
Jonah
tell
like
you my perspective of it? It was so funny
sure.
because
Wait, let me just give backstory.
okay, okay,
So Jonah, one day he didn't nap. One of the days he didn't nap, but like when I got him, it was like 2 hours and he still wasn't napping. So I went to go get him for the pack and play. He was covered in shit. Like his legs were covered. Like he just took an explosive shit, and I was just like, oh my god, I'm such a bad mom that like I didn't see, I didn't like know. Obviously, I didn't know because like it was just like monitor whatever.
okay,
But
but that
like
was not your reaction at first. It was
no, like I,
Well, so my perspective is so Jonah, yeah, wasn't napping on the monitor. He like seemed something was going on, but we didn't know that it was shit until you went up there. But you took a nap, like you were like, "Fuck it, I'm not gonna look. I'm gonna
no, no,
take a
no, no,
nap."
no. That was not that day.
Yeah, that was the day you snored. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
I like took a
You took
little
two
nap in the
naps. Yeah,
chair.
you took like a
Okay,
little
okay.
cat nap. Anyway, you took a little nap. You woke up. You're like, you know what? So during that nap, and my husband does the same shit where it's like, oh, you took a nap. That gives me that means I can take one.
Yeah.
So Sam was like, "Well, if she's napping, I'm gonna go upstairs and take a nap."
Yes, 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 yes.
So
Okay,
you
now
went
it's coming back
upstairs
to
and
me.
took a nap, and then you woke up. You were downstairs. You woke up. You saw Jonas still wasn't sleeping. You're like, "I'm gonna go and see what's up." So you go up there, and I just hear you yell, "Oh my god!"
No, because I did yell for you. I was like, "Savannah,
Yeah,
get me
no,
wipes."
you're like, "Sam's asleep. Give me wipes." And then I just see Sam stumble, like eyes half open, like I'm awake now. Like,
I'm wheezing. Oh my god.
like poor Sam to be woken up so alarmed.
Poor Sam, fuck off, please. Oh my god.
So
Yeah, I know.
funny.
I was a little frantic.
No, but that's the
I
thing.
am
We
downplaying
can
it.
laugh about this. Where if it was just us,
No,
like
it's
we would
so
probably
funny.
cry
It's so
about it.
funny. Yeah.
Anyway, too
No.
funny. And then Gio throwing the biggest tantrum, leaving that indoor play area. Like
Oh my
all the
god.
kids had their moments,
Yeah.
but it was
Oh my
fine.
god.
It was fine.
Yeah. No, it was so good.
Too funny.
That's so funny. Yeah. So so yeah.
That's traveling with kids for you. Vacationing with kids. It's just parenting in a different location. And I'm not trying to be such a Debbie Downer. Like you do have fun. You just have to
No, like, the memories too, like,
the
a core memory
memory.
now that I have of, like, it's like all the kids are, like, running around the fort, and they were just, like, young, wild, and free, like, just, like, having such a cute time, and then it, like, poured on us, like, I loved
Oh
that.
yeah,
We were
it
walking,
did.
like, in the
And they're
pouring
on the
rain.
wagon. Yeah.
Yeah, it was, like, so cute, and then, like, literally I felt like I was in, like a Hilary Duff music video. "Let the rain fall
We were
down."
singing that, like, walking through the
Oh, yeah, we
town.
were. Yeah. No, so, so cute. Like,
That was
yeah, you
fun.
do get you I think it's, like, even, like, us going to the beach in the rain and stuff, like, it's memories, right? Like, we're trying to make memories for kids, for us, mostly for us, but, it's so fun, and I think it's important to get your I mean, no, you don't have to go to Europe every day, but, like, take your kids and go get a change of scenery. Like, it is
Yeah,
I think it is important to get them used to it, and,
totally.
um, I think that's why Jonah is a decent, like, really good traveler. Because also
Yeah,
even, like, when I went to I'm gonna go back to New York because New York was the one trip that I was, like, really scared for
yeah.
because, again, like, New York City, it's a lot, and I used to go all the time when I was young and hot, but now, like, this was my first time going as, um, a family,
A mother.
and as a mother, the mother was mothering in the city, and I and this was, again, just like a family, like, Sam's family lives up there, I have a lot of friends that live up there, so, I was so scared, and of course I know, like, because my friends have kids up there too, so, like, I know it's like, but I don't know, I was just having, like, these anxious, like, "Oh my god, like, it's gonna be crazy," but no, it ended up being so good, and even actually, I will say in New York, the Ubers there, they don't care if your kid is in a car seat or not. Like, they're just
Oh,
like,
sure. Yeah, money is
I didn't
money.
no, I know, but, like, that was what I was nervous about. I was like, "We're gonna have to walk everywhere?" Like, I don't know, but, like, no, really, they're like, "Just get in the fucking car. It's like a 3-minute drive," you know? And that was and Jonah actually did so good not being in a car seat. He just sat in the middle of us. I, like, held him or he, like, sat in one of our laps, and it worked, you know? And I think in any big city, they probably do that. We didn't try that in Boston, we walked everywhere, and, uh yeah, we walked everywhere, which I don't know was like the now that I know, like, especially this New York rule, I'm like, maybe it could have, like, worked out in Boston, but,
Yeah.
um, yeah. No, so it really, like, New York City actually is quite kid friendly, and it was so fun, and I actually wish we stayed a day or 2 longer, and I actually, like, low key wanna go back because it was
We
also
should
really cold
go
when
because I haven't been in New York
You
City,
want to?
like yeah, for, like, 7 years. And
Oh
there's
my
so many
gosh.
kid-friendly, like, museums and stuff, right?
Kid-friendly museums and the zoo and just like well, Jonah, he loves his stroller, that's the thing. So Jonah, like, just loved sitting in the stroller and just looking around, and he was just so enthralled by the cars and the sounds, and New York City is a sensory experience, you
It
know?
is.
So, um, he truly and just like the beach is also kind of a sense so he truly enjoyed that kinda thing, but also Jonah's really chill and go with the flow, so he, like yeah, that's just and also with naps, I will say this trip to St. Augustine was the first time that we napped in the place we were staying at. Every time we
You nap on the
travel with
go.
him, we nap on the go because he does do better. He'll nap in the stroller and we'll just put up the thing and that's when like especially when we were in Boston before and after his surgery, like we would just like we would put him in the stroller. He'd finally fall asleep. We would go to a restaurant and eat or like go to a bar and have a beer or
Yeah.
two. Like, yeah, it was cool. It was fun. But if your kid naps on the go like that, great. But if not, I understand why obviously like you have to
My kid,
bring
AKA
him.
my
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah. Yeah. Not everyone is a unicorn.
Yeah, you have to just every kid is different and you know your child, so you know they're better on this schedule, so we should do it this way or that way, and then just be prepared for all of that to change. Oh, and I will say one thing we did. So like one day, so yes, a hurricane came. It wasn't that bad, but there was one day where
It
it
really
rained.
wasn't that bad.
It like rained all morning, and pretty much most of the things to do in St. Augustine are outside. So we're like, what are we gonna do? So all we did was Google the nearest like indoor playground, which there has to be one in every city. So I'm sure there
Yeah.
is. So pro tip,
Unless
like
you're in like
there's
Hodunk, like
yeah,
I don't
there's
know.
pretty much always one within a 30-minute radius. So there was one literally 5 minutes away and they loved it. And we went back again. I'm sure that's why they're sick now, but you know what? It was worth it.
Oh my god! What if it
Probably
is?
not Jonah. It had been too long, but we went back
Yeah.
again um, after you guys left because we stayed longer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why they're both sick. But you know what? Memories.
Memories.
It was so worth it. Whatever.
As your eye twitches. Yeah.
Whatever.
No, I know. So basically, like to wrap up like vacation, it's just nothing is going to go your way, but that's okay. And you're just parenting in a different location. But the memories, like it's worth it. The memories you're going to create and also going with your friends, which now like I think I literally want to go only on vacation with my friends.
Yes, that
Like,
and, kinda like what you were saying, where, kids thrive on routine, yes, but it's good to push them outside of their comfort zone and you
right.
outside your comfort zone because 'cause you're not always gonna be home, and what if you're at home and there's a blackout? What if you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if you shelter them so much without traveling, then when the opportunity does strike, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Like, I don't know. So, if you can, you kinda wanna get get them and get you yourself out of your comfort zone. It's good for everybody.
Get comfortable with the uncomfortable. Any of like these like weird phrases like you got to step out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say
So,
one, but I'm not gonna say it.
this is a free country. You
No,
should
no,
say
no.
whatever you want to
No,
say and a free podcast. This
no,
is an
like,
open, safe
open
space. Oh,
forum.
you wanna tell me offline? Okay,
Yeah, I'll tell you.
that's
Anyway,
fine. Well, we're happy that we are finally, like,
we're
on
back, baby.
YouTube. We're back, baby. Yeah, we took 2 weeks off, so actually this is really recording in real time. Um,
Well, we physically took 2 weeks off. I think the podcast will only be off 1 week, like, we
well,
skip 1
we
week.
were off for yeah, the podcast will be yeah. We were off the week before I was having a really bad day, so I just, like I needed
Life
a
has
mental
just
health
been
day.
lifing. We had
Yeah,
so many episodes. We were recording on such a, like we had so many banked, and then people got sick, things happened, blah, 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 and
yeah.
then now we're, like, behind. So but we have plans to record, like,
But we're
multiple
not.
times a
We
week.
are we are we are still thriving businesswomen. We are
Yes.
still providing we're still putting food on the table. We're providing for our families. I, like,
Yes,
sometimes can't say that with a straight face
I
because
know.
literally we make no money, and I would love a sponsor. Actually, I was talking to a friend about, sponsorships and podcasts, which I'll talk to you about offline, but
Talk to me about that.
yeah. No, we're just so grateful, and we're at 10 episodes too, like,
I
10 weeks of
know.
this?
10
Like,
weeks. I'm so proud of us.
I'm so proud of us. Who even thought we would get to this point?
Yeah.
Um,
And I feel like we would have had thought that we would run out of episodes, but I feel like
the
right
ideas keep
now,
coming,
there's so many, like, this week that I wanna film.
and I have
Uh,
friends and family that are coming to me
yeah.
with ideas, so it's like, I'm stoked, I'm here for ideas. If you guys ever wanna DM and be like, "I wanna be a guest." Now I'm since I am a woman of tech, I know how to do this, so
And you don't just have to be a mother because you're gonna have someone on that's not a mother, like, you can
don't
be
spoil it.
oh, sorry.
It's
You
okay.
can be anybody you wanna be. Like, we can talk about anything we want, so
I know I can be what I wanna be if I
I
work
don't
hard. Do you remember that song?
I have no idea what
You
you're singing.
don't? Was that Nas? I
No.
forget. Wow, you don't know, you're uncultured. Anyway, so,
You're probably singing it very off tune.
um, I'm actually a singer. I have great pitch and great tune. See your way out.
Sorry. I'm so
Just
sorry.
kidding.
That's right.
Um,
You were in Fiddler on the Roof and other things.
yeah, I was a theater girl.
I know.
Yeah.
So was I.
Mm. Yeah.
Anyway, it's late. We
So,
never record this late ever,
I
and I
know,
love
and I'm like almost 2 glasses deep in
ugh,
wine.
love that for you.
Yeah, I kind of well, you poured yourself a heavy. You poured almost the whole glass.
This? Yeah, but it's, I didn't have wine, so it's a spritzer, so, it doesn't
Well,
hit
I
as
brought the bottle with me. 7
I would
Moons if you
pour
wanna sponsor
Lila a
us.
glass of wine. I would pour Lila a glass of wine when we were together, and you were like, "Bitch, that is the heaviest pour."
No, you would pour the entire up to here, and I'm like, "Bitch, that's
That
not
it
how
sa
it works with wine."
it saves you from going up and pouring yourself another one.
But if it's a cold glass, you want it to be less, so it oh, do you just rolled your eyes at me, bitch. I don't know, I'm
See
weird
that?
with temperature of things, though.
Yeah, well, you're bougie when it comes to those sort of things, but it's fine.
And I will not apologize for it.
Which is so
So,
funny because Sam is like so like, beer's a beer. Like he's so not picky.
literally, it could be like a beer from the trash, and he's like, "Great, I'll have it." Like, literally. Um, and
He
that could
loves
never be
that.
me.
Never be you.
But, alright, well, thank you for listening to our travel
We're
recap
watching if you're on
and
YouTube.
and watching.
If you
Oh my
watched on
god.
YouTube, that means we figured out how to upload it and we are thriving.
Again, women of tech, like, I will not stop saying that. So, thank you so much for listening. I think that's our episode. We could just keep bantering forever, but, we've what is it? Almost 10
We need
o'clock
to
at
go to
night.
sleep.
We
Yeah.
do. We have mothering to mother tomorrow, so
Mhm.
we will do such. So thank you for listening. Tune in next week. And now we're on YouTube, we're on Spotify, we're on Amazon, we're on Apple. Like, look at us motherfucking go. All right. And we just appreciate all of you. Thank you for letting us take the last week off. Not that it was like really your choice, it was just what was going to
We
happen.
almost had to take 2 weeks off, but we
We almost
figured it out.
we figured it out. Look at us fucking go. Anyway, so love you all and have a wonderful week.
Bye.
Bye.